Today I'm going to show you how to make this little baby dinosaur coming out of his little eggshell here, and I thought it would be really cute to put on a little child's birthday card or an embellishment on a scrapbook page. So what I used is some Certainly Celery cardstock, and I needed a small oval, a 1-inch circle, 2 half-inch circles, and 2 of the medium-sized flowers from the Boho Blossoms punch. And then some Yo-Yo Yellow. I just have a word window punch, and you see I didn't punch the whole thing because I didn't need the entire piece. And then the large flower from the Boho Blossoms punch. And then I also used 2 half-inch circles in Whisper White and 2 basic black circles punched with just a standard office hole punch. So then for the shell, we just need to use a piece of Whisper White, and for the background part of the shell, I used a piece of Sahara sand. And so I'm going to try to put up a little template so that you can have this little eggshell template, or you can just freehand it, and then the back portion. What I did was cut them out and cut a little crack down the middle, and then I went ahead and used some chocolate chip ink to sponge around all of the edges, and also to sponge in this crack so it gives it some definition. So I've completed those 2 pieces already. They were just cut freehand and then sponged. And then to put the little dinosaur together, I'm going to, again, I've pre-sponged my pieces just to give them some definition. I used Close to Cocoa on all of the colored pieces. So this small oval will be his body, and then just the little word window punch will go right in the middle of his body. And I'm using this Tombow glue to put this together. We'll just put that right in the center there. And then the 1-inch circle will be for his head. Okay, then for his little nose and mouth, I have a little half-inch circle punch, and I'm just going to take my Stampin' Up marker, and I'm just going to make a little smiley face on it. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little dot dot. Okay. And then I used a dimensional that just goes in the lower portion of his face. Right about there. Okay, and then for his eyes, on the white part I used a little bit of the Bashful Blue ink, just a small amount, just around, sponged around the white part of his eyes. Okay, and I've already done the other one. I like to put the eyes together while they're not on the face. So let me go ahead and add the black parts of his eyes. And I saw this idea from another tutorial about using a toothpick. I've snipped off the pointed end of the toothpick, and then I used some of the Tombow glue. I just put a little bead of Tombow glue on the end of the toothpick, and then I let it dry completely, and it makes it easy to pick up little pieces like this. So let me put the little eye there. And the other little eye. And then for the eyelid, I have another half-inch circle, and I'm just going to cut it right in half. And then, because I've already sponged the outside, so I'm just going to go ahead and sponge this little cut that I made. Okay, and then I'm just going to use a little, I don't have a white gel pen, but I have a white, like a little white pen. And I'm just going to put some glints in his eyes. Corner. I'll go ahead and put some glue here. And that looks good right about there. There, how's that looking? Cute. Okay, and then for this little spike on the top of his head, I took the large punch from the boho blossoms. I sponged one of the little petals, I guess, and then I'm just going to cut it out at an angle here, and that's just going to become the little spike that goes on the top of his head. So I'll put some glue on the front edge of this because it's going to go behind his head. And just go ahead and lift him up a little bit and position that little spike behind his head like that. Okay, now he's ready to go in his shell, so let me get the shell out here. There's the front piece, and I'll just go ahead and put some glue on his body and put the little shell over him. And then I'll slide the back piece in. Just like that, so he looks like he's inside his shell. Then we need some hands. So here I've cut some of the small punches from the boho blossoms. Now I'm going to use just a scrap piece of copy paper, and I'm going to temporarily adhere those to the scrap paper. So I've got my two hands, put them on the scrap paper, and then I'm going to use my 1/2-inch circle punch, and I'm going to just put the circle punch over it just until the tip of the little petal shows through the window and comes all the way to the end there, and then I'll go ahead and punch that out, and then do the same for the other one. Then I can peel the copy paper off the back because that was just to help me use the punch. And then I'll glue them down. And they're just, he's just reaching over his shell. How cute. And there he is. Just a cute little dinosaur guy. I hope you enjoyed this idea. Thanks.